Welcome back to the Lethally Stupid podcast, where we're going to give you some stupid opinions about Magic the Gathering. I'm over here today with Dyson and Kibbs of Kibbs Studios, and we're just going to talk about mostly the Universes Beyond coming up in the MTG, the future releases, through the end of this year and the next year. And, just kind of tell the people what we think about it.
Yeah, and I'd say you two are definitely more into Magic than me. Like, if we were to do like a novice, intermediate, expert, professional level, I'd be like maybe intermediate.
And I mean, I'm not professional.
Right, Hey, expert still.
Maybe,
That's still a level.
Maybe, expert's fine, But even then, I would I wouldn't write on paper that I'm an expert.
Right. In my eyes, experts. Because I just don't know.
I'm not sure if that was a good thing or if he just kind of stabbed you in the nuts.
No,
I don't know. Either way, it's Vobo.
Yeah. We don't like Magic.
We can probably go over the releases that are coming out real quick, at least insofar as the Universes Beyond. So we've got kind of a list of them right here, and the first one being Universes Beyond Jurassic World. What are you guys' opinions on that?
Kind of like that one. They picked a good set with Ixalan to bring that one out because it was always dinosaur heavy.
Yeah,
there's pirates, but I mean, dinosaur pirates are pretty cool too, I guess.
And you could theme some of the humans piratey, and it would still fit in with Ixalan just fine. So,
I wonder what Chris Pratt would be like as a card.
I don't know. I'd probably like something Ikoria like, where he's like bonding with animals or something.
Yeah,
like that one guy Luca or something.
Yeah. He'd definitely be the bonding guy, but only specifically with like raptors.
Yeah, bonds with or like he has like partners with raptor or something.
Well,
so
blue
you can
specifically.
have
blue specifically.
Ooh, yeah. So would you make blue a mono blue card? Is the question? Because I think blue is actually probably more like a red card.
Yeah, I'd say a red card, but the name is blue. Yeah.
So that's just kind of funny.
And the dinosaur is also bluish. So yeah.
What if they have like a ability and that card, blue's card, but it was tap of blue for whatever else?
Just what colors would Chris Pratt's character be?
Well, probably green, since he's nature oriented.
Yeah, green.
And white, because we're kind of racist.
But he also has rules. Like, that's how he survived. It's like you got to adhere to the rules.
We're not really
racist
racist,
with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I mean, to the extent that everyone's a little bit racist,
But
So, anyways, but I'm thinking probably like green, white, blue, like Bant colors maybe? Or you could maybe just give him green, white and partner with blue to add red, so you have Naya colors, which is a pretty standard dinosaur deck.
That would actually work pretty good.
Yeah, I think green and white probably fits him better.
Yeah.
Because, like, sure, he's a knowledgeable guy, but it's in that area,
Yeah, well, and green and white don't preclude knowledge, it's just not their specialty. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I just feel like if he had more knowledge, was more of a studious person, maybe you could put blue in there.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that makes sense. So probably, I think making it a Naya partner pair, I don't know that they'll do that, or they may have already, we may be talking shit about stuff we have no idea. They may have released some specifics.
How many of the human characters will they actually,
My hope is like none.
Yeah.
Or like 1 to 2 max.
If they do, it'll have to be his character and Bryce Dallas Howard's character, probably.
Yeah.
But she would probably be blue. She's a scientist.
Yeah, she probably blue. And
we could bring the old original guy. Spare no expense.
Oh yeah, I guess they
John
could
Hammond.
do some.
John Hammond,
yeah. I guess they could do some Jurassic Park stuff because it's technically the same.
Yeah,
if they do a John Hammond card, his flavor text needs to say "Spare no expense."
That's true. Yeah.
And tapability.
So he needs to be like a ridiculously expensive card. Yeah, like you said, and have like a mana sync ability, so that you could just.
Yeah. Which, is that supposed to be March of 2024 that comes out?
I don't remember the actual dates, but I think that, that is right.
Because there's a couple things coming out before it, right?
Well, no, it's got to be the end of this year, because the Lord of the Rings holiday release is towards the end of this year.
Okay, so maybe it's the January.
So, it's actually I think it's actually got to be more like November.
Is Jurassic World this year, really?
I think maybe,
I thought it was 2024 stuff. No, it might be this year.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because I think the first set for January is the Ravnica remaster.
November 17th is the Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Yeah. So that's shortly after that. The Jurassic World is coming out. So.
Okay. So that's that Universe Beyond. What's the next Universe Beyond?
The next Universe Beyond is one we're all pretty familiar with because it's Fallout.
Oh, Fallout. That's the March one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's next March. That's Fallout, which I think is going to be closer to like a full set of stuff. close to like what Lord of the Rings was. Like Lord of the Rings had so much shit going on with it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be on the same level I heard, but it's going to be close. So
nice. I think Fallout is supposed to be Commander decks, is what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
it will be Commander.
And I mean, I'm into that. I'll definitely end up buying all of them like I did Lord of the Rings.
I'm going to get all the Fallout ones for sure.
I mean,
I'm going to eventually
Fallout.
get all the Lord of the Rings ones, but we'll see.
But yeah, so Fallout, though, I mean, it's kind of weird, though, because Fallout's in this place where it's really very not Magic, being like a post-apocalyptic, technologically advanced future. But I'm still excited for it because I think I've kind of just embraced the universes beyond. Like, they're going to do it. So I just need to hope that they do ones I like and that they do it well.
My guess might be that a lot of the named characters in the Fallout series might be like planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Instead of like just straight up regular creatures and stuff.
I mean, do you think they'll do stuff? Like, do you think they'll have a Lone Wanderer card?
Maybe. Most of my experience with Fallout comes from watching some of my friends play 3. One of my friends specifically play a lot of New Vegas. I played 4, and I play a little bit of 76. So, and now where 76 is at, it's a really good game.
Has it got better since then?
It's like a really fun game now.
So kind of like how No Man's Sky was kind of shit in the beginning, though. It's really awesome now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The people who I think made like one of the Forza games like actually work on it now and do all the updates because now Bethesda's working on all their other stuff. But I mean, still, it's a good game now, and I'm guessing the Fallout series will actually have some 76 stuff. Along with 4, New Vegas 3, whatever.
Well, if they do that, I hope they do like Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics from
that would be cool. Yeah,
from like the 90s and such.
I'm gonna guess.
I wouldn't hold my breath on those though, honestly.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
My guess is that it's gonna heavily be 3, New Vegas, and 4.
Yeah, and I mean, I love all those. So.
Yeah, those 3 specifically. Yeah, and I love 4, but that's the one I play the most. So.
Yeah, I've definitely sunk the most hours into Fallout 4.
4, yeah.
And I mean,
Fallout 3.
For you,
yeah.
I've never actually played 3, but it's on my list of like the go back and play. So no, I'm definitely interested to see the Commander decks, and I wonder what colors they'll all be and everything.
I mean, you would think just about everyone is going to have black in their color identity because there's a lot of like crazy stuff going on, and people are just trying to survive.
It'll be interesting to see what a Deathclaw card will be like.
Oh, yeah. A Deathclaw might just be green though. They are kind of like animals, but they're genetically modified to be more intelligent. So they might be like green-black.
Yeah, and then there's mutants.
There are mutants. I mean, mutant is already a subtype in Magic, so.
Yeah. But like Fallout mutant,
Fallout mutant.
I'm maybe
nuclear mutant.
Maybe some of the specific weapons in Fallout series will be like equipment that you can put on creatures.
Like the cryogenitor from 4.
Maybe some of the Cryonator, or what was that one you could get in 3? The Schwanlong assault rifle. Painless.
Isn't there like a mini nuke launcher in one of the games?
The Fat Boy launcher.
Yeah. Only in everywhere but Japan. It's called the Fat Boy launcher.
Yeah.
Well, for reasons.
Yeah, maybe they just call it mini nuke launcher. Yeah.
I just don't remember what they call it, but it's not the Fat Boy
So I'm kind of wondering if the factions in Fallout are going to be what the commander decks are based off. Like,
I think I did hear that we're going to have like factional commander decks. So you're going to have like.
That's what I heard.
So honestly, they might lean heavily into 4 because 4 had the really defined factions.
They did the most.
So because you have the Institute, the Brotherhood, the Railroad, the Minutemen.
That also supports the 3 New Vegas 4 with the whole factions thing.
Yeah,
because those are the ones that have a lot of faction stuff, specifically 4, but 3 and New Vegas do too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one that was in 3. I don't think it made it to 4. I can't remember the name of the faction now though.
In 3 that didn't make it to 4 or did?
Didn't. I thought I could be thinking elsewise.
I know, because there's a bunch of weird factions in New Vegas.
Yeah,
because
of Vegas.
Because they're in Vegas.
Caesar's Legion is in New Vegas.
Oh, I hate the Legion.
Yeah, the Legion. If you're part of the Legion, fuck off.
I've never even done a playthrough where I played with the Legion. It's like because they piss me off that bad.
I can't complete New Vegas playthrough because of the Legion too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a preview of a message real quick. Storm, we can cut out stuff if we have to, but that's hilarious. I don't know if we should say it just because it's funny.
If you knew what it was, if you read what I read, you would see why it was funny, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
But so after Fallout is another video game franchise. I'm not sure how much experience you guys have with it. I know it's some at least, but it's Assassin's Creed.
I have a lot, yeah.
I have a little bit.
The 2 newest are ones I haven't played, and a lot of the side ones I haven't played.
Yeah.
Like the Chronicles. I haven't played the Chronicles.
So I played the first one, the third one, and the fourth one. That's it.
Yeah, I played 1. I played 2, Brotherhood. and I forget the third one in Ezio's saga, but
2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Revelations. Yes, I played Revelations.
My best friend, he's played like every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know he loves them a lot. He got the Valheim one recently.
Yeah.
Oh, Valhalla, yeah.
Valhalla, yeah.
Yeah,
I keep saying Valheim.
I mean, Valheim's a great game, so yeah.
Whatever.
But
it's our own
collab. But yeah,
I mean,
3
there's got to be an Ezio card, right?
Oh,
like, there's no
100%.
way they can do an Assassin's Creed IP crossover and not have an Ezio
sure
card.
there's going to be some Templar heavy stuff.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a Desmond Miles card, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Do you think they'll
do
have
the
a
apple?
card for each?
I would assume they're going to
the apple could be an artifact.
Could be a food token.
Oh, that would be hilarious if they gave it the food sometime.
That would be funny. But I mean, there's quite a few artifacts they could do, especially equipment, Hidden Blade.
Oh yeah, Hidden Blade. I mean, they could honestly just make that like an uncommon.
Apple of Eden. There's the
yeah.
staff from Brotherhood. Is that where is the staff one?
I think the staff and the apple are in the same game at one point, aren't they?
Yeah, but 2. Well, yeah, 1's definitely Apple of Eden. 2, 2 might have the staff with the apples.
I know for sure Brotherhood has the apple, so it might be apples. 2 that has the staff in it.
Yeah, 2 probably the staff.
Sounds right. I don't know.
But yeah, Ezio 100% has to be like a
He's gonna be so there's gonna be a legendary creature. Ezio Auditore di Firenze.
I mean, he's known as the Master Assassin for a reason. So I mean, that's probably gonna be set.
The question is he gonna have Death Touch?
I would hope so.
Any assassin should have a Death Touch,
right? You would think any assassin should have Death Touch.
I feel like
you could make him like a pinger. Maybe Ezio will be like a creature with Death Touch and the ability to just deal damage to creatures.
Tap and deal damage.
Unless you know how they.
And then if you don't tap and deal damage, he might have vigilance. Also,
in the D&D set they gave rogues
he's a pretty vigilant
attack,
assassin. Also,
yeah, they did.
So like in the Assassin's Creed they can reprint the sneak attack for a different purpose. They
really started doing that with like naming abilities or that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they could give it something else like Death Strike.
Yeah. Man, if there's gonna be an Ezio card, an Altair card.
Yeah. I mean Ezio, Altair, and
so Brandon has to edit it out.
There has to. There has to be an Edward Kenway. Edward Kenway needs to be one for Black Flag.
Kenway, and I mean, was it Connor Kenway?
I don't know if they would do.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I don't care if there's a Connor card.
Yeah.
So I would legit rather have a Haytham Kenway card.
Over Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you got Templar stuff. There's going to have to be Templar stuff.
So
I know, 3's my least favorite, and that's why.
Yeah.
And Connor's a big part of it.
So I didn't care for 3 that much.
I really couldn't. I couldn't finish 3.
No. 4 is
I got to like the second confrontation with Haytham, I think, and I'm like, I quit playing, and I just never started again.
The other day we talked about Assassin's Creed, and I was saying on Black Flag, 4th one. I play it all the way up to where you unlock your whole fleet, and then I just kind of I don't do anything else but fleet bullshit for like a couple of days, and I'm like,
I should really get back to the rest of it.
Yeah,
I'll come back later.
Yeah, and then Unity is not great either. Like I can't even remember the names of characters from Unity. So
yeah,
and then after Unity was there's the one where you played the brother and sister who were twins. Syndicate. Syndicate's good.
So I the most experience I have with Syndicate is watching South Park characters play clips of Syndicate in episodes of South Park.
Syndicate's good because the brother Jacob was his name. He was the more brawler type.
Okay.
And the sister, I'm forgetting her name, she had the best outfits and everything in the game. We played her most of the time. She was the stealthier one.
Assassin's Creed so far has like the advantage, I think, over a lot of these other IPs insofar as they have a lot of named characters that you could turn into legendary creature cards.
Are a lot of these named characters actually legitimate fictional people in the world?
I mean, in a lot of the games there are just not like playable characters, but there's characters. A lot of the characters
so,
are
a lot of those characters they may not be able to get the rights to, even though they're probably dead. Or I think artists after 50 years after their death.
I mean, you can just talk about like the Borgia and stuff. All that stuff happened in like the 1400s. So,
well, I was being like, wasn't
Leonardo da Vinci?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, he was in those games. Yeah, so but I mean, he's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, so they'll be able to use him and everything else.
Yeah, you can
use certain ones that are more royalty.
Ezio's card better say Ezio Auditore definitely
for sure.
It better have his full name in there.
Yeah, Ezio Auditore di Firenze.
Yeah, it better say it. And then Master Assassin.
What about Assassin's Creed Rogue?
Rogue's good. That's the one of the side ones I played.
Yeah,
and that's where you play Assassin Gone Templar, and it's awesome. And it's it's like the same engine as Black Flag, I think. And
it's the before Black Flag. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, it is pretty. Okay, there's another side one where you play
it on Redbox while they were still advertising Black
first
Flag.
mate, the black dude. That one's the Black Flag, like
sequel.
Kind of sequel. You play as his.
his
first
story.
mate, and you
kind of how Spider-Man Miles Morales should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of a reprint.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Miles has different powers and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah. I just remember you telling me that it was like the same world, the same everything. They just kind of like reskinned it.
Spider-Man 2 is the same world too. It's fucking New York City.
Well,
yeah.
But now you
already
can
have
go
all
out in the water
stuff,
and stuff. There's more shit to go. It expands more.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
But so,
yeah.
The next universe is Beyond, because there's only one more confirmed. That's one I know excites Will because it's Final Fantasy.
Also excites me very much.
Yeah,
that's one.
See, I've played like 3 Final Fantasy.
That one is supposed to be confirmed on the same level as Lord of the Rings. And
yes, that's what I heard too.
Right.
So it's going to be like a full set,
and it's from the very first Final Fantasy all the way up to 16.
So
the amount of cards is going to be insane.
Yeah.
So from the first Final Fantasy, you have 4 characters you play as, but there's actually only one legitimate name for any character of the heroes.
Warrior of Light.
Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a Warrior of
Light.
Light.
And then is the bad guy Chaos? Is that who is the villain in one? Okay.
In the very end, Chaos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Bahamut's in there too, of course, but he gives you
yeah.
powers after you give him a fucking rat tail.
Yeah, well, Bahamut becomes like a summon after that. In a lot of the games.
Oh yeah, he's almost in every single one of them. Just like
pretty much. I mean,
like the two hidden, not really hidden characters,
like Shiva and Ifrit. You know.
No, I mean like Wedge and Biggs.
Oh,
you know,
Wedge and Biggs.
Those two names are almost
Sid,
in every single
Sid
one.
is like almost
repeatable names. So there's gonna be a Sid card, but we don't know
100%.
which Sid is it gonna be. Is it gonna be the Sid King from 9, or is it going to be
the newest Sid from 16 is extremely popular, probably the most popular 16 character.
So they're probably going to go with that one.
They might do that, but I could also see 7 Sid because
Sid
he's
Highland is
the
probably the best Sid in my opinion.
Yeah, the ones I've played, and I haven't played all of them, just a few, and I've watched you play 6.
Yeah.
Is there a Sid in 6?
Yes.
Okay, I'm having trouble remembering
Celeste's
which one.
Father, the scientist dude that she takes care of at the beginning of World of Ruin.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sid from 7 and Sid from 16 are my favorite Sids by far.
The Sid from 8 was the headmaster of. Fuck.
I mean, they have enough space.
It's like a battle school of sorts, whatever what it is. But he was a headmaster. He's kind of badass.
I mean, I'm so ready for like the Sephiroth card.
Yeah.
I
was just sitting here thinking, I'm waiting.
There better be 2 Kefka cards. There needs to be the Kefka before he wins, and then after he wins. Yeah. And then maybe even a third whenever he transforms into the monstrosity you fight at the end.
Jesus Christ! What if they bring back those cards where you flip over, makes one big bastard card, and it's like a full art
melding.
The melding one.
They already did for the Urza Brothers War set, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So they could do it again.
They could.
Yeah. Yeah, Kef could be a good one.
But if that's the case, then anything huge in any Final Fantasy world would be able to fit that.
Meld, yeah.
Genova is gonna be in there.
Well, there better be like 5 different Genova cards.
Yeah.
And then the final big bastard Genova. That's like a planeswalker out of hell or something.
Yeah, Sephiroth is gonna be insane. The kind of stuff he does.
I just want to build a Waka.
Imagine like every ability that
yeah.
Waka Waka. Hey, let's play some Blitzball, baby.
What colors would Sephiroth be? You think?
Well, black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
I think.
I can say black and white. Black and white or Wooberg.
Yeah.
Just all of it. I mean, he's a knowledgeable dude. He's super smart.
He really is. But I would see more like the final form
I guess he's kind of the only
Wooberg.
nature stuff about him is he's trying to
kill the planet.
Kill the planet. Well, he's trying to absorb all the
life energy from the planet
and become even more of a god.
I mean, is he trying to fundamentally change the world though? Right.
I think he's just trying to consume the world to ascend.
Okay, yeah. So that would be fundamentally anti-green.
Yeah. So everything but green. Yeah. It's probably.
He could literally be greenless.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then
that would make him, what is it, that Brea colors.
Well, what if they want to get classy with it and try to say like anybody that has Mako in them has green, because Mako is the green energy that comes out of the planet and shit. Which would mean almost like half the characters would be Mako.
His is from Genova stuff,
so
not technically the Earth.
It could just be straight black, and there's a little bit of white in there for whatever.
When he was a good guy.
Ish.
Well, and I mean, order, if there's rules or anything.
I mean,
he was in the
he wants to
Shinra,
make an order.
which is like an army shit.
If he has an interest in establishing an order, then that's
why.
Yeah.
So.
President Rufus.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Oh man, I hope there's like a city's blessing card, and it's fucking
Midgard.
It's fucking Midgard. Yeah.
Ruined or in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, why not both?
Flip it over,
exactly.
Oh, yeah, you can flip it over and be when they drop the plate.
Yeah, there you go.
They kill 50,000 people.
Yeah,
just one plate too.
Just
kills that many people.
There's 8 plates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they have a set that size, then I mean, they'll literally have the opportunity to add hundreds of cards.
Oh, dude.
So,
Mod the Moogle. Terra could be a transformable card because she can be in her regular form, and then she'd go into her, fucking Esper state.
Ooh.
You know.
Have you played 9 at all, or have you watched it at all?
I've not played 9, but I know some of 9.
So
I mean, the Black Wizard guy would be a
Vivi. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Vivi needs to be at least Vivi needs to be in this set as a.
They plan on doing
commander of sorts.
A lot of cards from 1 all the way to 16, which includes tactics and stuff.
Really?
So they said all the main games, and the tactics was talked about. So to my understanding, so that'd be cool. Maybe not as much from tactics. I know most of the stuff's going to be from main games.
I kind of wonder if they're going to use the Age of Lions edition, where it's the story's a bit more explained better.
Noctis might be a cool card because he might be able to like find the summons
easier, bring them out. And his bodyguards are considered part of a party aspect.
Ooh,
it's far 5 for a party, right?
They could literally just bring back party for Final Fantasy.
They could in the first place.
I think it's 4 for party.
If that's the case,
so Noctis could just be the leader of the party, and they could all be one of the things. You know, like Gladius could be the warrior, like 100%.
I mean, they could do kind of like, what is it, a Brokos thing, where you could have him be every party member, so that him and any 3 people
Noctis
make a party.
Is probably Wooburg.
I can see that.
Yeah, because even though he doesn't want to be the king of kings that he is, but he's got all the fucking powers, and he's the only one who can do it. Yeah.
So he's literally forced to be a king by birthright.
Oh yeah, but I mean specifically King of Kings. He's supposed to be the last king who saves the world from all the bad shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nature, all that stuff.
As
Destiny.
In,
that's great.
I mean, and
so
then,
he's got that.
I mean, you guys don't know about 16, but I'm excited for the 16 cards. Like they're going to be really good.
I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 10 now, like you said with Waka.
Yeah, Waka, Lulu,
Seymour. He was the big bastard.
They better not make Lulu's boobs smaller.
They better not.
Yeah. I'm going to be actually mad.
Make them bigger.
They better make them bigger. And they better make the card embossed where it raises up.
Yes.
You
know those little like mouse pad materials? They need to embed
That's right. They did make Tifa smaller for remake.
Smaller in remake. Yeah. She still has. They're still enormous, but I mean, I'm so ready for a Tifa card. That's going to be in like
as
many covers as I can possibly.
She's aggressive. It's got to be red.
She's got to have red in there. Yeah. She's probably red and white.
Red and white. I can see that.
Red, white. She's pretty big on like nature and stuff. I could see green in there too.
The Naya commander.
Maybe.
Aerith would be
white.
Green. Well, green too because
green
of
and white,
her race.
Red.
Yeah.
She's part of the ancients.
The ancients, and they were the ones who were like could literally talk to the planet. So.
Spoilers for an old game.
Yeah. So
at this point, if nobody knows what Sephiroth's story is, they
Sephiroth
need
is
to go
white
back
and black. Cloud. I'm trying to think what colors Cloud would be. He'd have some red.
I mean, probably a standard red-white fighter.
He would be the red-white fighter for sure.
He probably would be.
I can see Tifa could be in the same way as well.
Yeah. What would like Red 13 be?
Red 13?
Is he just straight red?
Just straight red.
Yeah.
I would say. Well, no, he's pretty wise though for being an ancient. I can
could
see
be red-blue. Makes for a nice weird combo.
Oh yeah, he was a wise guy. Yeah.
He's really wise. The Naki, helped pretty good.
Barrett's probably he's very hardcore on Avalanche, so black and green.
He's trying to save the planet.
He's trying to save the planet,
but he wants to fuck everybody else that's trying to stop
He wants to fuck Shinra.
Okay. So I want to say he's black and green.
Black and green for sure. Yuffie, she's big on materia collecting. She might just be straight green.
Well, she's Ninja Rogue kind of thing, and she steals everything. So I would say more like blue or black.
Yeah.
One or two.
If not both. Green, blue, blacks needs more representation.
Yeah. And then, then there's Sid Highwind.
You talked about him earlier, yeah.
Yeah, just trying to think what his colors would be.
I mean, the way you guys are describing it, you could basically do different ones every time, right? You could have multiple iterations of him that are different colors.
Well, if it's specifically Sid Highwind, all the Sids have different like last names and stuff.
Yeah, no relations.
Okay, but there's just a Sid and all that. Okay.
Oh yeah,
it's like a recurring name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, most of the Final
Is that like the name of a developer or something?
I do not know, but I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds really good, but I don't really know.
Because like the full name of the new Sid is Sidolphus Telamon. They just call him Sid.
The only
goes for it.
2 Sids I remember in any of the Final Fantasies was in Final Fantasy 5. Maybe it was 4. I'm trying to think now. It had Cecil, the Dark Knight, in the beginning. And later on becomes a paladin. I think that was 5. It could be 4. Either way, the Sid in that one was also a playable character in your party, just like Sid Highwind in 7.
Okay.
He was an airship mechanic.
Yes.
And so was
most of the Sids are some kind of mechanic or equipment user or just a bunch of weapons. Like Sid Highwind has like a shit ton of weapons, right?
Right.
Like he's
and
like
then
a
like
weapon
the Sid
specialist almost.
in Final Fantasy X, he was a little bug creature. I can't remember what they call them, Oglobs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
In 16, he's a.
became like.
He was in 9, wasn't he?
I'm thinking of 9. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
9. That was 9.
In 16, he's a dominant.
Yeah.
So.
But he designed the first airship in 9 that was able to not use them.
He's also kind of an engineer. So again, they're always some kind of engineer.
So like the engineering aspect of it.
The Sid in 15, not a playable character. He's the grandpa of Cindy.
Yeah,
who works at the place who always upgrades your car and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
So,
And then again, the Sid in 6, he was a scientist, an engineering scientist, because he designed those machines to draw the magic out of magic side.
So Sid definitely has blue in there, probably.
Yeah. So they've got a lot of things to draw from for cards for this.
They
do.
I mean, I can see why they would make a set that big. It definitely rivals Lord of the Rings insofar as the density of lore you can put into stuff.
There's Kate Sith. Which is just like which I mean, the fucking toy Moogle he rides is
Mog in general.
I mean, Mog from 6 will be awesome.
Chocobos better be a rideable equipment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like, what is that thing? Reconfigure, where they're creatures, but they're also you can
Chocobos will be awesome.
Because in Tactics, you can get them as monsters in your party. And they can fuck shit up and cure you.
Yeah.
Really? I just remember running around.
What's the name of the fucking vampire dude in 7? The last party member.
Vincent Valentine.
Yes.
The extra voice is my best friend Danny, by the way.
Yeah, so...
Occasional comments from Danny.
Vincent probably has black in there.
Vincent's definitely black.
Like, he might just be straight black. But, I mean, he's kind of a good guy. He joins partying.
But like Soren was saying, because there's a whole bunch of this that we can actually... take away from that and make so much. So
honestly, it sounds like we need to have a Final Fantasy episode on this channel.
Oh my gosh.
We could. Yeah, I haven't even played all of them. I watched him play 6. I've now played original 7. I'm done. I'm going to do all the remake stuff once it's all out. Who knows how many fucking years it'll be.
And I've played most of them. And beaten most of them. But there's a few I haven't played because I just...
Right. I played 8. I've done 15 and I've done 16. I plan on doing 10 and 9 and all that stuff. So
10 was looked at awesomely. It was good. It was great.
Like it's a good one. Yeah.
At the sphere grid where you upgrade your characters.
It's definitely my favorite. It's the one I've played the most. I should say.
Yeah. So I mean, I know you and I have talked about 10, and Danny and I have talked about 1 through 10.
Yeah.
But like I want to say one thing about Final Fantasy, like. It's 1 through 16 now out there. But there's only 2 of those that were MMOs, and one of them is
11 and 14.
Yeah, 11 wasn't good. 14's the one that everybody loves to piss off.
14's still getting expansions. There's a new expansion announced that people losing their minds
I always forget that 11 was Final Fantasy Online because I own 10 and then I own a steelbook version of 12, and I'm like, what the fuck was 11? Yeah, it sucks. That's why nobody.
That's why. I tried it. It sucked.
Yeah, I mean, and I still don't like the gameplay.
EverQuest was better.
14, so I've always heard great things about EverQuest. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's so much that will be in 14. I'm going to buy.
And if you guys wanted to, we can talk about. We can have an MMO podcast or an MMO episode. Yours truly would be talking a lot like this right now.
Yeah, definitely eventually.
Now that we've gone through all the universes beyond that are confirmed for release, did either of you guys come up with universes that you would like to have if you could choose? A universes beyond you would like Wizards to visit?
I mean, there's always one that comes to mind for me.
You go ahead, something I gotta think about.
Because I mean, I'm a huge fan. My favorite series of all time. I think Will knows where I'm going with this. You probably do too, Soren. But Ratchet and Clank. Probably not a big enough title for them to do, a universe beyond of.
I mean, it's probably fantastic, though. I mean, they could just do like a set of commander decks, and it would be
great. That's literally all they'd have to do. They could do. I mean, Ratchet and Clank could be a partner deck. That's literally the name of the game. Is Ratchet and Clank? They would be a perfect grouping because Ratchet would be white and red, and then Clank would be white and blue.
Yep.
And they partner with each other.
And then you could equip Clank to Ratchet, and if he does his helicopter mode, Ratchet now has flying. Or if he does his rocket, he has. Like if you put them on there right away, haste or something.
They could use Zabaz the Glimmer Wasp as a
template
for that.
Exactly.
It's not the same
and then
thing.
It's just Jeskai colors. It's adding blue, so you would add another effect.
And then the amount of weapons in Ratchet and Clank, that could all be equipments for Ratchet, or just anyone, but specifically Ratchet. I mean, his Omni Wrench would be a great one. The Rhino, that rip you a new one, would be an overpowered card that you might have to put out and get a certain number of counters on. It might just be like a game-winning card that people try to get rid of. because the Rhino was that in the games. It's literally like, oh, you have all the schematics, you make the gun, and now every fight is you just win because it rips everything a new one.
A beautiful weapon.
Yeah, every Rhino was great. And there's so many different iterations of it. And then you could have a Captain Quark deck. He would be expensive, and I think his thing might be like indestructible. He's literally never been like actually hurt bad enough to like be in close to danger.
You could give him the progenitus power, protection from everything.
What was this quote he always said all the time? Quarks.
Quarks?
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time he's just talking about how great he is, even though he's a coward.
Like, I'm the best.
I mean, most of the time he's drawing out plans where Ratchet and Clank have to do everything, and it's always in crayon. He does have superhuman strength, and he is like a hero. He did do a lot of good shit.
Yeah, I keep hearing his voice, but I always thought he had like a certain like little
like
quip he would say. Something he would just say, like,
I'm not remembering.
Remember?
Yeah, because there's so many things he said in the past. I mean, the first game he helps the villain, so he's like secondary antagonist. Second game he's the antagonist, and then the third one it's Redeem. He's back to being a hero and helping Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that, and he's been that since the games. So then the villain that's introduced in 3, another good commander deck with Dr. Nefarious.
Okay.
It would be a great. And
they usually do even numbers, though, so they would probably either do just the 2 or they would come up with a fourth one.
A fourth one could be the new characters from Rift Apart, because there's a whole other universe where it could be Rivet and Kit as another partner deck, so 2 partner decks and 2 single decks, like single commander decks. But yeah, Captain Quark would be a pretty good one. He'd be expensive, like, to get him out, because he'd also probably have a high number. I'm thinking like an 8/8 or a 10/10, because he is super strong.
Yeah,
like he does fuck shit up when he's not being a coward. But that's why
like
his abilities would be.
Could be like an 8/8 that costs 4 blue, black or something.
It's just so much. Yeah, he'd be expensive. When it comes to his colors, what's like a cowardly color?
Blue black?
I mean, yeah, I think that's honestly, probably blue black would be.
But he's a fucking dumbass, so I don't feel like blue would fit.
Blue black white?
I mean,
black because he's selfish.
Maybe?
White because he's a hero.
He could just be black.
He could just
if you were doing the first.
Overlooking it too much.
That would definitely be Dr. Nefarious. He'd definitely be like at least black, maybe something. Well, he'd probably be black blue.
Yeah, so he's a scientist. The scientist is almost always going to have blue.
But his thing would be making artifact creatures stronger, I think, because in the game he's introduced, the third one, he's trying to turn all living organisms into robots.
Okay.
So, I mean, and he's succeeding. So, death to squishies.
Death to squishies.
Okay. Courtney like Gears could be a card. Almost. They could bring back modular.
Oh, that would be fantastic. There's definitely at least a subsection of people that would go insane for that.
Lawrence would be a great card to add because his butler, the robot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ratchet and Clank colors are the easiest to figure out by far.
Yeah. Do you have another one, or
that's the only one I've really thought about a lot, because there's other series that I love that I just don't know if they'd ever do. It's like any Nintendo series, it's like probably won't ever happen. Because Zelda would be awesome.
That's what I keep thinking of as Nintendo
specifically
series,
like the Paper Mario series. I would love that.
Just Paper Mario series.
Have you thought of one yet, or because I have some if you want me to go ahead and go.
Have they done Star Trek stuff before?
I don't think they've done Star Trek.
I know you like Star Trek. I just don't know if you're like a giant fan of it. So
I love both.
Yeah,
I'm an equal opportunist nerd
for Star Trek and
I give
Star
it a shot. If it's mean to me, I'm not going to do it again.
Right.
It's like, hey, it hurt.
Yeah.
I got hurt deep down inside. I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. Firefly.
So I also have So I also have a. Wouldn't that be a fantastic Universes Beyond?
That would be. I just thought maybe Firefly.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
It'd be relatively easy to get that going because it's kind of like a cowboy theme.
Oh yeah, Space Cowboy. Oh, they even have the cowboy set that's coming out at some point. Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Yeah.
So it could be a continuation
of that. Actually, sounds
like
an interesting one.
That was not a setup. Yeah, that was kind of neat how I did that.
Yeah, that's a mixed. There's some mixed feelings about cowboys and magic apparently, but I'm all for it at this point. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
They've literally introduced
Transformers.
Yeah, they introduced the multiverse. As soon as the second you introduce the multiverse, literally everything is possible.
Yeah,
you know who was in the Transformers universe that was in a different universe was Death's Head.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about him earlier.
We were just talking about him earlier. The freelance,
which is a segue into what Marvel.
Agent.
Yeah. Have they done Marvel stuff before?
They have not, and that would be insane. I doubt they're going to.
I don't think they could possibly. I don't think Disney would let them have the rights. Yeah. I don't think they would share.
I mean, unless Disney bought out Hasbro, which I don't want.
No.
Yeah,
but then that becomes possible.
Yeah. But
by that one suggestion. So
also
if it happens,
Star Wars.
we know who to blame.
Yeah, speaking things into existence.
Star Wars is a good one, but no, they don't
Nintendo's
have that.
on
But then also The Simpsons. Then we can have a Simpsons MTG.
But I believe that Star Wars Legion miniature board game that I have, I don't have the box for it anymore because I don't want to keep it in the box, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I think it had the Disney symbol on the back of the box.
Oh, so it can't have been that old.
And that game was actually made by Fantasy Flight Games Company.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, I mean, their label has to probably be on it because they own Star Wars.
Yeah, they probably subcontracted, or the people who made it bought the rights.
I don't think Wizards of the Coast with their emblem would want Disney with their emblem next to each other. Not saying they don't like the mouse or anything, you know, but they're both big companies.
Oh, next year Magic can just use Steamboat Willie without paying Disney, though, because it goes into the public domain.
So that could be what happens, you know.
Steamboat Willie
they
can
should do Winnie the Pooh stuff since it's public domain.
Oh, yeah, that'd actually be okay.
Yeah, I would love the Thousand Acre Wood stuff. Oh, man, a Tigger card. I'd sleep with that next.
They'd have to do a one-of-one Tigger, just like they did the Ring.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Ring, you know, good old Post Malone bought it for $2.6 million.
Yeah.
Post Malone, come on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, we would love that.
Yeah. But anyways.
And I'd make so many of my friends jealous.
Yeah. So I do have a video game franchise that I think, I mean, there were probably mixed feelings about it, like all the universes beyond, but I think the characters that are in it, there are plenty of named characters that would slide right into the Magic world so flawlessly.
You're going to say Sliders?
I'm going to say Skyrim.
Sliders is an old TV show.
Yeah, I remember Sliders, time traveling.
Yeah, a lot of named characters that could fit.
Well, because I mean, like if you saw like Alduin the World Eater as like a big red-black dragon or something, or a Wooburg dragon, and you didn't know what Skyrim was, you probably wouldn't think, oh, that's a Universes Beyond card.
Yeah.
So,
Parthenax would be cool.
Oh my God, Parthenax! Yeah.
The fucking Mario dragon.
Yep. Parthenax is my buddy.
Yeah,
but
I love Parthenax. He's the homie.
Literally, I've never once killed Parthenax.
I mean, and then the Dragonborn card would literally just say the Dragonborn. You know,
I mean, I was actually thinking about that. What if it is like an aura enchantment that's the Dragonborn? So it's like it can literally be put on anything.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it technically is any race in the Skyrim world.
So it's like you just create a legendary enchantment aura that becomes the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking about Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Ninja Turtles would be awesome because...
Danny says.
Yeah, I mean...
I've thought about Ninja Turtles. They just need to make teenage a creature type, and you can literally make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Because you can make a Mutant Ninja Turtle in MTG just as it stands.
Yeah.
So
Shredder would be such an awesome
card.
card.
Is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, we've actually talked about that before. Mentioned like trying to give you bleeding emblems or something.
Samurai's name, Mitsuyagi Orochi or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is so weird. I was watching videos about like old school Ninja Turtles the other day before.
Yo, Jimbo, that's right.
There's the last Ronin game was just announced.
Oh, really?
Game, so that'd be cool. Oh man, a South Park.
South Park, yeah. So, and I have another one that I thought of, but it's another Nintendo title that would be contentious and is not likely to happen because it's a Nintendo IP. But it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they would do that because they already have a huge Pokemon card game by themselves.
See, and that's
I mean, they do, but that also is kind of part of the beauty of the crossover.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it competes.
Well, having said that, I'm just now thinking about the more recent Final Fantasy TCG card game.
Yeah, and they're doing Final Fantasy. Lord of the Rings had a card game beforehand.
Which means they could do Digimon.
Oh my God!
Do not fuck with my Digimon.
Right? You think you don't want Digimon in MTG?
I want Digimon to be pure.
I mean, it's already not pure though.
We could do Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh is another one I thought of. It's
Marvel has a card game.
Marvel has a card game.
They do. They do.
So if they would, that could make it easier on them if they only did like the Marvel card game as a Universes Beyond for Magic, so it's not everything in Marvel.
Yeah,
it'd be easier for them.
They are coming out with a Ravnica
remastered
Clue edition.
Oh yes, what is it?
It's not a Clue reprint or anything like that. It's just certain
what was
mechanics.
It called? Murders at Karlov Manor.
Yes, sir.
So
it's not a reprint of Clue, and it's not a different version of MTG via Clue.
It's supposed to be a different kind of way to play the game.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, like a specific way to play a game.
Yeah, you could do that with all the crossovers for these other card games, Pokemon,
for sure,
Digimon. Yeah, but I mean, all of my Universe Beyond ones that I get to are, a lot of game related ones.
I mean, yeah, that's what if you couldn't tell, we're gamers over here.
I mean, just so many Nintendo ones that I would love. I would love a Kirby one.
Chrono Trigger
would be awesome.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger. That's kind of like a deep cut, though. A lot of people, there wouldn't be as much nostalgia, I think, as there is for like Final Fantasy.
I mean, then you get the anime stuff. Like, imagine a Dragon Ball.
Wow.
The artist that did Chrono Trigger is the same artist that did Dragon Ball.
I mean,
really?
It's the same artist.
I mean, Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama. Yeah.
So
that's pretty awesome.
So I mean,
yeah.
Oh man, Dragon Ball would be so awesome. What colors would Goku be?
Oh, Goku is for sure going to be red.
He's a good boy. He'd be some white in there. He likes nature. Maybe throw some green in there.
We seem to be making everyone Naya. Do we just like? I guess we just like Naya.
I think a lot of us do like Naya.
Naya's good.
But why could he not be Wilbur?
Goku?
Because he's pretty destructive.
He's not really selfish, though. Well, no.
Well, when it comes to his training and stuff, he definitely is.
Yeah, he does.
When it comes to his parenting,
he's the reason the Tournament of Power exists.
It's true. I was kind of thinking about that as I said it. I'm like, well, no.
Yeah.
He also keeps leaving people alive because he doesn't want to kill them when he really should kill them.
He's probably
blueless, isn't he?
Well, the thing is, with his fighting knowledge, like battle IQ, he's.
But that's arguably that can be read to a certain extent, especially Ultra Instinct, because
you also have to be pretty smart to just see a ability and copy it immediately.
Yeah, and also Blue. I mean, Blue is intelligence, but it's not necessarily what's the right word. Blue is more crystal intelligence. It's more like book smarts and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Combat intelligence falls more into the realm of red.
Right.
So for the most part,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. I really don't like making 4-color stuff, so I feel like you would either take the black or the white out of Goku and make him red, green, white or red, green, black.
Red, green, white sounds better. Sounds more accurate.
I'd like
I feel like he's more red, green, black, though, because he's less inclined to just go with the order of things. And white's very order-oriented, so...
You guys have seen more Dragon Ball than I have too. So.
Yeah.
After Super, it's kind of like you might lean into the black, but not like in the evil way, but the selfish way.
Yeah. Well, and if the fan comics where he becomes a destroyer god, then I don't even know. I guess
he'd be the angel, not the destroyer god. It'd be Vegeta.
Well, that's what they voted for in the comics, and then
those people aren't
Grand
smart.
Zeno was like, "Nah, I want Goku."
Yeah.
That was how he ended up getting the job.
Yeah. Oh, those are fan comics.
Yeah, they're fan comics. Yeah, that's fan things. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Good stuff though. If you ever have a chance, it's.
There needs to be Warner Brothers crossover. Give us some Scooby Doo.
Ooh, yeah, Scooby Doo.
Well, for new Warner Brothers, then there's there's Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. There's a lot.
What creature type would you give the Animaniacs?
Horror.
Think so?
No, I'm just thinking funny.
I was legit thinking they would be like God though. I think they're like trickster gods. They can do anything as long as it's funny. Maybe? That's the rule.
That's true. Jokester gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Warner Brothers also has Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Then you start getting the Toon Force and are just overpowered.
I mean, yeah, but the Toon Force is kind of what I was getting at there. It's like, you're a god, but your limit, whatever, your power is it's limitless, but whatever you're doing has to be funny.
Yeah.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, yeah.
Are they Warner Brothers?
No,
they're
Adult
Swim, so probably like what,
Titmouse
or something is the production company that owns most of that, I think.
I mean, you just do Cartoon Network, they own Adult Swim, and then you have all the Cartoon Network stuff.
Oh God, Billy and Mandy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm thinking of Metalocalypse now.
Oh yeah, Metalocalypse would be a fantastic crossover.
There's so many anime. I mean, of course we talk about Dragon Ball, but then there's Naruto. There's One Piece.
Yeah.
Because there's the Pirates theme already.
I mean, yeah, I've legit.
Monkey D.
But anyway, yeah.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, but so have you ever heard someone pronounce it Luffy? It annoys me. Anyway, tangent.
Like AI voices do?
No, like an actual person.
Oh, I mean,
Luffy.
I've heard, AI
like,
voices do, and it freaking...
It's like, stop that. What are you doing?
Your gears a little.
Yeah, it grinds my gears a lot, actually.
Luffy is supposed to be...
Because they say it so much in the anime.
Yeah.
Like,
it's straight up...
Like, tell me you haven't watched it without telling me you haven't watched it.
If they're not saying Luffy, they're saying Mugiwara, Straw Hat. They're saying Straw Hat. Like,
yeah.
Like that's the only thing he's known.
Oh, the other day we were talking about this Soul Eater and MTG would be a good crossover.
Yeah, because then you could have like reconfigured creatures still, where the weapons, the equip to the Meisters, or that kind of stuff, and then if you have
the living gems or germs,
Yeah. Well, the
reconfigured
reconfigured creatures are always creatures whenever they're not attached to something.
Yeah, they literally could be living weapon cards, like especially Excalibur, like he's straight up what he is. But I think he'd be like a commander.
Yeah, he'd be a legendary creature.
Yeah, like he'd be.
But I mean, there's no reason he couldn't be that and the living weapon.
Yeah.
But he would be Woodward because he can technically.
Yeah, he can bond with anyone except Stein.
The Soul
He
Eater
can bond
world,
with any weapon except Excalibur.
Yeah.
In the Soul Eater world, there's like the wavelengths that they give off.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I can't remember exactly what it is, but like.
Yeah, but it's
like
how the Meisters
chaos,
and the weapons connect and all that
stuff. It's like
stuff.
a resonance thing, like the chaos gets too much.
Soul resonance.
Soul resonance, stuff like that, and Excalibur's gets like insanely high, and that's why not everyone can use him. So, and then you could do Fire Force stuff since it's the prequel.
It's true.
The Soul Eater.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. I still need to watch that.
Yeah, Excalibur is straight up created in Fire Force. So,
what other animes do you guys think about?
Oh my god, there's just an endless.
There's fucking, ever see Trigun?
Trigun would be amazing.
Awesome. That would be kind of fun to watch.
Plus, Trigun's they got that new anime not too long ago. So
the movie or whatever it was, or
there was a new series, wasn't it?
A new series. Berserk would be insane.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my gosh, Berserk could have so many horror cards.
What is it? That JoJo's Bizarre Adventures got legs.
That would be insane.
It's like there's a ridiculous amount of stuff.
That would be so. It'd be great though, even though it'd be insane.
My Hero Academia is real popular. If they couldn't get Marvel,
still haven't watched that yet.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
I gotta wait until the hype is down.
I feel ya.
Yeah, I don't like jumping on the same train.
It's Green Naruto.
If you're anything like me, you're gonna end up sympathizing with the villains when the story starts to focus on Shigaraki.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to that part and be like, but they make a good point. Shit.
Yeah.
They didn't deserve it.
No, not that way.
I was just referred to it as Green Naruto.
And
Black Clover is Black Naruto.
Okay.
I mean,
Bleach is fantastic.
Bleach would be great.
You'd have some high power cards in Bleach. The people in that show are ridiculously strong.
Then there's all the isekai out there.
I mean, I don't know. I think you'd almost have to stay away from isekai.
The only one you could do
Sword Art Online.
I don't know if I'd do Sword Art Online.
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe a couple. You can do like Overlord. It's good. It could probably do well in Magic because there's a lot of Magic in that. And Konosuba would be like a funny one.
Oh, like the movie? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
I mean, then you could add in potentially stuff like Ghost in the Shell.
One of my favorites.
There's that fucking fat little Donald Trump guy sitting in the chair and shit.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Oh man, Fully Cooley would be like a weird one.
Fully Cooley?
Yeah.
Oh wow, the robot and shit.
And like the alien with the alien lady with like the guitar and stuff like that. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can do that Alien vs Predator.
Alien vs Predator would be awesome.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
What color is this Predator?
Predator?
Green? Black?
No, they have rules.
Oh yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, they're very rules oriented.
Death Note? You think?
I couldn't get it. Full Metal Alchemist would be amazing, especially if you just went on Brotherhood. Focus on Brotherhood.
You need to do Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Just all the different sins,
would
be so good.
Ooh, every single one of them, yeah.
And Homunculus is a creature type already.
That is true.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That is true.
So,
yeah, and I mean, anime is something they could do. Like, it's easier to do because, like, the series I love, there's so many video game ones. I mean, they're doing Final Fantasy and Assassin's Creed, so it's like, okay, maybe they can do more.
Yeah.
But the ones I really love are Nintendo, and they're almost on Disney level of like, would they do it though?
Like, probably not.
But like, I love Nintendo over not so much Disney. Even though there's stuff that Nintendo does that still pisses me off. Where I'm like, okay, like the Pokemon games are still annoying. like let's get some polish on there. Let's do like every 2 years maybe. And then
I would love that, but they're not going to.
No.
Not anytime soon.
We're all gonna
fucking
buy it like dumbasses.
I'm gonna keep buying it. They know. They've got me, and they know it.
It's gonna max out at 20 frames. Damn. I'm gonna complain about it the entire time I play it. But
it sucks that you guys are gonna have to buy that, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So annoying. But
should have saved your money and built a computer instead.
Yeah.
Computers don't have Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
You can't even get the emulators.
I have the emulators, but they don't like Hackmons.
Imagine Doom and MTG.
Doom?
Oh, wow. Doom TG.
Yeah, Doom Slayer.
I can
would
see
be
maybe
insane.
Doom being like another way to play MTG standalone, kind of like how the Clue Edition is coming out.
Yeah.
because
it would be a smaller set. There's not a lot of name stuff, not a lot of legendary
play
creatures.
Like a brawl kind of way. You play how you play brawl is shorter commander.
Yeah,
I mean, besides like Doomslayer himself, he'd be like the best card, obviously.
I can see Doom, but I don't know if I can see it as like
because he's
like set, though.
He's supposed to be like multiversal power or something crazy like that.
Doom?
Yeah,
he's crazy.
Doomslayer?
Yeah, Doomslayer's like multiversal or something, especially with that sword. I mean, he just...
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's really strong. Like, he's very powerful.
See, he didn't have that sword in the first couple of Doom on the MS
Yeah, that's when he's just universal.
Yeah, he was just like in Chainsaw.
I mean, because he can... he goes to hell and fucks shit up in hell.
Yeah.
And now in newer Dooms, he's also fighting, like, angels and stuff, he's still fucking shit up. So, some angelic, there's not God hasn't like shown up yet.
So he will. They can't let it just be demons.
I mean, it's specifically like fallen angels, like angels who are doing stuff that angels really shouldn't be doing.
I was imagining like angels coming down and say, "Hey guy, you gotta slow down. We gotta do something legit. Can't take care of our business."
There's probably some archangels like up in heaven who are watching this like. This guy's awesome. God's just probably throwing up some like rock signs while he just watches.
This is what a vacation feels like? I get it now.
Yeah.
We just let this guy do stuff.
Yeah. I was like, I made the right guy when I made this guy.
Exactly.
Like, oh man, you could have his rabbit in
rabbit. Yeah.
And then, like, he goes into like her rage mode if you like get the rabbit killed somehow, like you purposely try to get the rabbit killed. It's like when he enters the
battlefield, you create like a 1/1 rabbit token.
Yeah, because like, is it the first or second Doom, like they kidnap his rabbit?
I don't know. I don't think they really have much.
His rabbit is like the main point. I think it's 2 because at the end of the first one, I think they take his rabbit and he goes to hell to get his rabbit back.
You're talking about like the old ones, like
the old Dooms.
Like Doom, yeah.
The old Dooms, like his rabbit is like a part of the story.
I've never played that much of the older.
For the life of me, I don't remember seeing a rabbit in any of those older games. I just remember seeing.
Maybe it's Doom comics or something.
Maybe Doom. I don't know.
Comics, but I mean. Yeah, you don't fuck with his pet rabbit. It's like John Wick and his dog.
I was just thinking about John Wick.
But when I think of Nintendo series, and the best one's like Zelda.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many awesome things they could do. Because the Master Sword would just be like such a good equipment.
Yeah.
And then Ganondorf would be such a good like commander.
Yes.
Zelda would be a good commander.
Yeah.
Link would be his own good commander. But they do,
like you said,
evens. Yeah. So it's like. Like who do?
I mean, do they cut one out, or do they? Yeah, probably not Vati. They probably make like.
Oh, you could do a Ganondorf and a Ganon.
Yeah, you could do Ganon and Ganondorf, and I mean, if you did like.
There's also Toon Link, then regular Link, and with
they
the
could
other links.
I feel like they wouldn't do that. I feel like you'd end up getting someone like you'll get like. Impa, or you'll get some other, or not Impa, probably like a villain, but it'll be like it won't be. Another main villain like Vati. I think it'll be like one of the subservient villains like Zant or something, or like Girahim.
Zant or Girahim, yeah. I think Zelda's colors are pretty easy to figure out. White and blue.
White, blue, yeah.
What about Sheik? That would be like a...
You add a little bit of black because of the lying.
And, I mean, Ganondorf and Ganon are probably Wooburg. I mean...
Yeah, I can see that.
One of them's Wooburg if the other one's not.
What if they have a special edition?
Probably minus white, because they really don't seem to give a shit about the order. They just want power.
What if they did the champions?
Well, they want to make an order.
Breath of the Wild.
Put them in charge.
They don't really, though, do they? They just kind of want, like...
Ganondorf does.
They just want to be on top. Ganondorf, yeah.
Ganondorf would be Wooburg, I think.
They could have 2 separate sets of that. They could do the Breath of the Wild Link and the champions. They could all be separate colors.
Then with Mario, you have Bowser, who could be a comedic or dangerous... villain.
Yeah.
He could literally be like a modular card.
Yeah. Like Paper Mario, the first game, he's the villain. After that, he's comedic. Like you fight him in all of them, but he's also comedic in a big way.
Well, there is the RPG Legend of the Seven Stars
where he's your party member. Yeah. Oh man. Freaking Gino would be such a good card.
God damn it. Oh my gosh. That's the only Wooburg motherfucker I need out there.
And then an overpowered Nintendo character who they probably just couldn't make into a card. Kirby.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, oh, you play Kirby, you win the game. Yeah.
I mean, just make
no
it
response
cost like a lot of mana or something. Ooh, they could put like a weird gimmick. It's like if you play Kirby and you have 10 or more food tokens in play, you'll win the game.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you'll lose the
Kirby.
game.
Yeah. You can sack food tokens to Kirby and win the game. Yeah.
Were you saying Samus a minute ago?
Oh, Metroid would be good.
Metroid would be fantastic.
Yeah, Samus would be a great card because you could have Zero Suit Samus. You could have her in her suit.
You guys have Dark Samus.
You could have Dark Samus. Yeah. You could have just straight up fucking like Mother Brain for the Metroids and stuff. Yeah. Oh, really?
The fucking Space Pirates and shit.
Fucking card. Space Pirates. You got Pirates.
You got Pirates again.
You got Space.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I
think we're probably about to time on this one, don't you think, guys?
We like Magic, and we also like the idea of
so we've been going on quite a while about a lot of these topics. But if you guys, listening to this, if you decided to listen to this, if you enjoyed our ramblings, let us know. And if you have, if there are any crossovers, universes beyond that you would be interested in, tell us about it in the comments.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
That's all I got. If that's where you can end it, Brandon.
Yeah. End it wherever, Brandon.
Yeah. I don't have any more.
Take the dick out of your ass first.
Yeah, if you want. You
don't have to.
Yeah, however you want.